Hey, Libra, intuitive soul coach here with your November 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Libra, I am getting the early 2000 movie Girl Interrupted. I believe the lead characters were Angelina Jolie and was it Winona Ryder, about these females in, I think it was a psychiatric ward. Some of them had bulimia, anorexia, obsessive compulsive disorder. Some of them had bipolar, schizophrenia. I feel like there's something about the shadow aspect. There's going to be an interruption. Now, female or male, it doesn't matter. I'm just getting girl interrupted. Some of you are females here, and I feel like there's going to be an interruption to your flow, but it actually is for the better. It actually allows you to get realigned with what it is that you truly deserve. This is unconditional love. This is reciprocity, affection being returned. That could be what's interrupting the path here. Is something may come in out of the blue. Maybe a conversation that you have with someone that you haven't spoken to. Maybe someone where you never thought you would hear from this individual again, right? Perhaps there was a significant ending in your life that stirred up a lot of shadow aspects that may have even interrupted your life. And I feel like there's an incoming energy. It almost feels like a comet. Okay, it feels like a comet coming in hot where something shakes you up and you have the ability to reprogram or look at those shadows through more of a compassionate, loving, like self-love viewpoint or lens than maybe you looked at it in the past. Okay, now this is very interesting, very strange how it's showing up right away, but some of you, the relationship is over, or a relationship that you are in, but yet there may still be some sort of talking things out, or, wanting to have a sense of closure. I feel for a lot of you, there may be an interruption in the progress or process, but it's a much needed interruption because it has you going deep. And what better time to do that than Scorpio season, which is the death energy. You are growing, you're transforming, and I do feel like you're putting something to rest. You're putting a part of you that may have been insecure, may have been scared. This could even be something that maybe had troubled you since teenage years, because I believe that the majority of the females in that movie, I haven't seen it for a long time, but I think they were teenagers, if I remember correctly. So perhaps you're putting something to bed, putting something to rest that may have happened very early on in your life. Now I see the snake here. Libra, you may have been dealing with a snake, someone who was highly competitive or egoic. You may have been the other woman. Perhaps you felt like you had to constantly look over your shoulder. I am getting a little bit of the third party vibes, which every single sign for love in the month of November has received a 3, whether the 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and 3s can be about third party energy. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to be the other woman or cheating, right? But it can certainly be external situations that may interrupt the relationship. And maybe girl interrupted could be someone who's dealing with some mental challenges in their life. It could interrupt your well-being in some way or interrupt your stability. And for some of you, you're going to say, I'm not dealing with it. If you have that option to do so, if this is something you're like, not my monkeys, not my circus, I don't have to deal with that energy. I'm setting a boundary. I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm avoiding this. But for others of you, you may have to deal with it, is what I'm picking up on. There may be a conversation or some sort of communication that must be had. Because I do feel like someone is upset. There's still a little bit of upset. There is still a little bit of not wanting to fully reach the depths of a shadow. But that's why the death is coming up. Death is about rebirth. Death shouldn't be feared, which it often is, right? Death should be celebrated in some ways, right? That's why we have, is it Cinco de Mayo? The celebration of death, the Day of the Dead. You know, I feel like this is about us celebrating the transformations that we've gone through. And I feel like that's where you're at in matters of your love life, is you're celebrating all that you've gone through, Libra. And yeah, you've gone through a few snakes. You've been caught in the grass here, and there's been a few snakes that have come up and bit you. And maybe you are shedding an old skin. Maybe there's even been parts of yourself that have struggled with boundaries, struggled with imposter syndrome, people pleasing, wearing a mask, competition, ego. We all have a shadow wound or an insecurity that lies within us. And I just feel like there is some sort of connection or communication. Now, if this is a brand new person, they could come in like a comet and bring upheaval to your life, but in a good way. Right? Sometimes the tower or sometimes the change that comes in can be for the better. And I see here for you that there is something really beautiful coming in, and it may surprise you. It may interrupt your life, and it may challenge you to be open to a new way of living, a new way of being, a new way of interacting, Libra, because I see here someone interested in you. This could be awaiting a message. You could get a text, a call, or an email. You could be talking more with an individual. And I feel like there is a sense of reciprocity, even though on one end, there's someone on the outskirts that maybe you've ended things with, and perhaps you're putting up a hand saying, okay, well, they can do their thing, but what they're doing in their spare time doesn't have to do with me. We're not together. We're not in this relationship. That's dead, done, and over. And you could have a comment coming in of someone else's love, right? We'll look at your energy, Libra, the person of interest, and then where this dynamic is going. But I do see here, if you're not talking to anyone yet, we'll look at the new person. There certainly could be a lot of communication that takes you by surprise. It does interrupt you, excuse me, but it's almost like a welcomed interruption is what I'm getting here. And for those of you, if this is unwelcomed, if this is a snake in the grass, right? I feel like you're going to put up your hand and you're not going to deal with it if you can. It's almost like there's been a lot of time with the clock card. There's been a lot of time between you and connectivity or partnerships or feeling a sense of, connection, love. And I feel like you had to take some time to heal and progress, but now the time has run out of this hourglass. And when I say the time has run out, it means that you're ready to flip it over and you're ready to start a new chapter, a new phase. Let's look at how you're doing. Let's look at your energy here, Libra. What is going on for Libra in the month of November? The Death card again. There's that Scorpio energy, King of Swords. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. And we have the Temperance. There's the time. Everything that we just said is showing up here in your tarot. So we see that a situation has ended, or you are going through an ending here. You're going through a major transformation, Scorpio energy. This is change. This is, yes, interruption. And it may feel like something is coming in, comets, right, out of our control. And I feel like the time has passed where if you are receiving some sort of communication, potentially from a King of Swords, there could be talk here about where you're going, right? Two of Wands. Did I say Two of Swords? Two of Wands here. Two of Wands is about doubt and indecision. It is about going outside your comfort zone. And that's what I mean. There's an interruption. There's an interrupted message coming in here that kind of shakes you up and you're like, whoa, I never thought I'd hear from this person. Or perhaps there's been so much time that you've gone through with the timing and the temperance, a lot of healing that you have done. And I feel like the Two of Wands showing up in reverse is saying, you know, you've been praying, you've been asking the universe, you've been wanting to explore, you've been wanting to put yourself out there. And instead of feeling like you're in a state of stagnation or complacency, that interruption is coming in for you to take the next step, for you to manifest here partnership, for you to manifest this blowing a kiss. I feel like someone is coming in telling you maybe how they feel about you. Some of you may be dealing with another air sign, King of Swords. This person has something they want to tell you. Okay, I feel like this person wants to talk to you, wants to connect with you. And you're like, whoa, wait a second. We went our separate ways, right? Or if this is a new person coming in for you, it's been a long time. And it may, again, I just get an interrupted energy. Let's look at this person. What do they want to say? What's this going to be all about? And how do they feel? Because I see the talking card. But at first, perhaps you're putting your hands up and you're not responding. If this is an energy of the past, someone that you have ended things with, and there has been some time that's lapsed or some massive healing that still needs to take place, I'm just not sure you're going to accept this invitation. Or if this comes in hot, like, let's take a look. Let's look at the person on your mind, potentially this King of Swords. What's going on in this person's energy and how do they feel about Libra? The Fool, they want a new beginning. They want a new beginning with you, Libra. There's someone here that wants a new beginning. The Magician could be Gemini, could be Virgo, could be Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius. We have every sign out here. This is big. We have big major arcanas. The Tower in reverse. Girl, interrupted. There is something coming in hot. You don't see this coming. This person is manifesting you into their life. They're manifesting a new beginning with you. So take it as it resonates. This is either someone that you've closed a cycle with, closed the door, or this is someone brand new coming in that could bring similar traits or characteristics from maybe someone of the past. But I feel like this new person, they hold themselves in high regard. Instead of it being one-sided, which maybe it was in the past, this is giving and receiving. This is reciprocated. This is affection being returned. So I feel like if this is a new energy here after something has ended and there's been a lot of time, there's something quite profound coming in, and you might find yourself talking with this individual. They want to offer you a new beginning here, and they want to build. They want to build something new with you here. The Tower in reverse, the old structures of which relationships were built upon for both of you has been destroyed. And the Tower says that there's a new beginning, right? The Tower is an awakening. It's Aries energy. It's sudden change. 3 major arcanas in this person's energy and 2 in yours. No wonder there is an interruption to your life. How is this going to play out moving forward? And is this person's intentions true? Okay. Oof. 10 of Swords. Now, it did show up in reverse, but it almost started to turn a little bit. Someone, this could be someone that you've divorced from, someone that you are divorcing. This could be someone again. I mean, endings, bringing in what? New beginnings. Maybe there was a brink. Some of you are bringing something back to life. Okay. Or if this is a new person, this person could be wrapping up a cycle that, you know, was difficult for them. Maybe someone else is going through a divorce here. This person's going through something and they're wanting to manifest a new beginning in their life. And maybe they're not looking for love per se, but you're here and Spirit is collaborating to bring the two of you together like a comet. I keep getting the comet showing up, and I'm getting that song, Drops of Jupiter, by, I think that's Train, right? Drops of Jupiter. Maybe some of you are very into astrology, or you're looking at this person's astrological placements. Are you compatible? I'm also getting a message here, and this is important, very important, because this has to do with replacing some beliefs. And I'm getting another word here, which I got to be honest, I'm not quite sure what this means. Neurodivergence. Okay, again, I don't know. I'm going to have to look that one up. If you know it, or if it resonates with you in some way, drop it in the comment section below. Neurodivergence. I'm not sure. But the message I'm getting here is, let's say in the past you've dealt with a Gemini. All right, Libra, let's say you've dealt with a Gemini and you have a bad taste in your mouth. That Gemini energy left you, and in comes a new person, and lo and behold, this person is a Gemini, and immediately you're putting a hand up like, oof, I don't want to get with another Gemini, right? It didn't work out the first time. Be mindful of that limited thinking, okay? Be mindful, because I feel like there is a cycle that wants to play out for you, but try not to let the past entanglements block you or sabotage true love and happiness and success here. All right, so I do see the 10 of Swords coming out of denial. There may have been a situation where someone was in a bit of denial, like maybe this will go in a different direction, or maybe I should just stay, or maybe, you know, denial can be a heavy thing. We all go through it. Let's see though, where's this going? There is definitely an ending here, bringing in what looks to be potentially a new beginning. The Nine of Cups is a wish. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, but it's also a singular energy. So I do feel like someone may be living up their single life. Someone may be having some fun. There also could have been tendencies towards addiction or alcoholism. Maybe that has been part of someone overindulging. Sometimes that Nine of Cups can be overdoing it. But for the most part, it's a really beautiful card. But I feel like there's reflection. If there's been dissatisfaction in your love life, I do see a lot of reflection happening here with so many major arcanas, and you may be reflecting over some endings that have happened. Why did something come to an end? Or what could I have done differently? Or how could I have handled my grief? Or how could I have handled my anger or myself? I feel like you're looking at things in a very mature, profound way, and you're freeing yourself by changing up the thought process. Again, the belief system around something being very stuck or stagnant, I feel like you're releasing that. There is a big release happening, and I feel like there's a sense of liberation. It almost feels like the two of you needed to be on your own, or perhaps there needed to be an ending in order for a dynamic to come together. The Temperance here says that you've been healing from some sort of ending for quite some time, but I feel like you're ready to put yourself back out there. You're ready to see if you can refan a flame, okay? But yet you're scared, right? You don't want to be in someone's snake hairs or crosshairs, maybe that's it, snake hairs. I don't think snake have hairs, but this is about, you know, competition. You don't want to feel like you have to compete for someone's energy, nor should you. You're an Empress, Libra. And I do see here the Three of Cups. There's that 3 energy. Did I mention that earlier? Third party. The 8 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay. There could be someone that you've cut ties with that sees that you are moving on, that sees that you potentially could be in a new relationship, or you are entering into some new contracts here. Maybe that they see that you're out there having fun, living life, spending time with your friends, your family, your network of people. I do see that someone struggles though. Someone struggles with the bottle, or struggles with some sort of addictive tendencies. It doesn't have to just be alcohol, but we're seeing 2 cards that could be alcoholism or some sort of overindulging, overdoing things. And I feel like that may have been the catalyst to some endings in the past for you, but you're moving on from it and you're saying, I want you to come with me. I want you to come with me, but only if you're in that energy of leaving behind the destruction, the old structures. We cannot move forward and carry those, everything that fell to pieces and bring them with us. We have to just go with what we have on our back with that Fool. And I feel like this person is coming along with you. I feel like there is a new energy here. Some of you could be traveling, maybe meeting someone, maybe distance was keeping you apart. This could be a physical move for some of you with the Eight of Wands, but I see that there is going to be a lot of talking, a lot of connecting, a lot of communication between you and another person. There's love brewing here. The Two of Cups is attraction. It's a very important partnership. It's showing up in the upright. This is yin yang. This is soulmate. This is romance. And I feel like there is this energy of wanting to build, wanting to come together. And we have the Page of Swords showing up in reverse. This is about embracing your intellectual curiosities and not letting the past beliefs, patterns, or cycles replay itself out and destroy what could be a very beautiful union, Libra. So wow, this is a big, big thing for you. So again, for those of you that are going through an ending, for those of you that are still healing, you could be communicating, talking with, and connecting with a new individual. And that person could be going through some upheaval in their life as well. But ultimately, I do see the two of you coming together to really build something quite profound, but be able to communicate with each other, share your concerns, your worries, and be open without degrading, without, criticism that points blame or shame or admonishing another. This has to be open, clear, authentic, and valuable communication. Children could be involved here for some of you. Maybe someone is working through some of their childhood wounds. Again, you may have even been married or in a relationship or known someone back in your early teen years or early 20s. Yeah, there's definitely a big transformation taking place here in your love life. But when you have the outcome of the Two of Cups, this does look quite profound. Someone wants to manifest a new beginning with you. They want to start a brand new structure. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle, mending. So it was Virgo that received this card as well. So maybe some of you are dealing with a Virgo. Maybe some of you want to build, start fresh, or you could have Virgo placements in your chart. It's card 52. 52. You may be 52 years old. This is about forgiveness. It's about making amends, healing after arguments. And the message for you, Libra, is this. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do. Even if you're not aware of it, the energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and honest redress. Heartbreak. Even though I don't see the Three of Swords here, I see that you've dealt with heartbreak in the past, Libra. And heartbreak is a strange healer of the souls. Our grief strips us away our masks, right? It loosens our tight hold on our separateness where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as a part of a larger scheme, opening up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in moments when we can't hold ourselves together. And it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is a part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view any sort of loss, pain, or endings that you've gone through or that you currently are going through in your life? Can you view it as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who doesn't want you to feel alone. One day you'll look back on this and know this as your truth. And I feel like that one day actually could be showing up for you sooner rather than later. Spirit, can we get a timing card? Can we get a timing card? What do we see here for timing when it comes to perhaps this offer or a new beginning showing up here for Libra? Oh my gosh, in a few days? Well, what I'm seeing here, it almost looks like fall time, even though this is a bunch of crushed roses. It's almost like the dead roses, right? Rose petals. And you have the death showing up left and right. It feels like Scorpio season. It feels like autumn vibes, okay? Something that may have been over could be coming back to life for some of you. If you thought that love was something that you'd never find again, this could be a reawakening of one's self, one's soul. And this could be happening here sooner rather than later for you, Libra. And this awakening could begin within. And maybe this is what is, calling out in some radar frequency type of way, calling out energetically to this other soul, to this other energy with the Two of Cups. And it's bringing together, it's coming together with the mending card here. So there's some sort of deep healing and deep resurrection that's happening within you. And it looks like another person. Wow. Let's get a message from your crystal spirit. And at this time, I ask if you can safely do so, Libra. Please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Nice big inhale. Hold it as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now, your crystal could show up as a specific color, shape, or size. Maybe hues of pink, violet, indigo, creamy white, or clear. Perhaps your crystal is heart-shaped. Maybe it's palm-sized. This could be a large rock or crystal, or it could be polished or tumbled. Maybe it's showing up in the rawest form, rutilated, or it could have clusters or points. You might even know the name of the crystal in your mind's eye. But if not, pay attention to the feelings, the energy that it's emitting. Perhaps that of unconditional love, protection, a sense of groundedness or strength. There is no right or wrong answer, Libra. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one winner around the first of the month, all you need to do, Libra, is drop your crystal or crystals. You can have more than one. Drop them in the comment section below, whether it was the size, the shape, the name, the color, the feeling, whatever was showing up in your mind's eye. Drop that in the comment section below the video. I will personally enter you into that free reading giveaway, where I draw a winner on the first of the month and post right back here on the channel. All right, I'm loving your crystal today. You actually have Spirit Quartz, card 54, which is a combination of amethyst, citrine, and white quartz. It's very beautiful, very sparkly. This is about connecting to universal love, right? It's connecting to harmony and cooperation and community. And the message for you, Libra, is this: love takes many different forms, and Spirit Quartz appears to remind you that romantic love is just one possible way to experience the love that the universe has for you. In connecting to community, remember the abundance of love and its power to heal, and you changing your vibration. You also signal to the universe that from your head to your toes, from your body to your soul, you are ready for a healthy romantic partnership. Be open to the different ways love appears, and you will find that you are not so attached to the old expectations of the clothes it should be wearing or the voice it uses when it comes to your door. Now, this stone, again, amethyst, citrine, and quartz, covered by many tiny crystals, creates a community or family that operates as one. This is beautiful. This is an excellent stone to use in meditation when you want to learn to be more of service or to connect with others, collaborate, work more on opening up that heart and, tuning into your own intuition. Now, citrine is an abundance attractor. Amethyst connects us to the higher realms, and quartz energy is an energy conduit. And I feel for a lot of you, you may have even had rose quartz show up in your mind's eye, or you may have had some sort of quartz show up. You can add that to this mix here, because I feel like love is showing up in all different forms for you, Libra. And I see soul tribe coming in, people from all walks of life, but I'm also getting ancestral and angelic and your spirit guides. You're tuning in and you're attracting soul tribe into the mix. And for some of you, it feels like in the past, if there's been endings in a marriage or endings in a significant relationship, it feels like you had to disconnect from that person's family as well, or perhaps you went through maybe a death or an ending when it comes to an in-law or another family member. Maybe this individual had children and they weren't yours, but there's still that sense of grieving the family that you had, but it wasn't just losing one person, it was losing all of them in some context. But I feel like you are re-energizing. I'm just getting this strong energizing connection coming in, and this certainly does look like it's coming in the form of partnership and romance and union with that Two of Cups. But I also see other facets of love. So it could certainly be that this person's family is going to become yours if this is a new person, or you're going to commingle with friends, you're going to meet new friends. This is also about networking and putting yourself out there, stepping outside of the comfort zone. And I see you walking a new path, Libra, and I feel like this new path is feeling very blessed with the people that are in your corner, the people that are in your life. Even if this is a small circle for you, I feel very good about this. All right, Libra, last but not least, let's get a few messages from your loved ones, your guides, your ancestors. Okay, I'm getting 3 here for you, 3. So third time's a charm. Maybe that means something. Some of you, maybe you're going on to your 3rd marriage or your 3rd committed, deep, long-lasting relationship, hopefully your last one. It says here, fear is a liar. You can feel afraid and still let your heart lead you towards your next steps. Your fears are your imagination at play. They're not your reality. And that can be a trickster energy, especially in Scorpio season, when we are going through massive change and transformation. And sometimes we start to doubt, or we second guess, or we step into the face of the shadow and we look at it head on. We may want to hightail it in the other direction. But I feel like you are allowing your heart to step towards what is best for you. Yes, you can still be scared, right? And I do see here, Libra, that there is a bit of hesitation on how to move forward with the Two of Wands. But the Two of Wands says, don't be stuck in fear, doubt, or indecision. Step outside of this. Otherwise, the energy becomes death in reverse, which is resistant to change. And I do feel there is an interruption, or there's a comet coming in here. And oh wow, look at this. It says show up shaking. Show up shaking. And we see the wolves in the background. You have everything you need within you, even if you don't feel ready. Push through what feels uncomfortable. You are here to share your message and your gifts and your heart with the world, with others. You are all about relationships, partnerships, Libra. Yes, you can do it on your own, but you really thrive well when you find that yin to your yang, right? When you find that piece of you that complements you in a healthy way. And we have, lastly, created with intention. You were created with intention. What comes easy and simple to you is your superpower and divine gift. Don't underestimate how powerful your gift is to others. The world needs your offerings. The world needs you, Libra. And I'm seeing all the birds flying above, which is an extra sign, because you're an air sign, that the cosmos, you see the big old moon in the background here. It's like the cosmic connection. There's some sort of synchronicity or divine meeting that the universe is manifesting here on not just your behalf, but the behalf of this individual, because they know this. I feel like they're already there. They already know that they want this fresh start, but it could be you questioning if you're ready. And I feel like you're going to show up shaking. There may be a little bit of hesitation, but you're not going to be the lone wolf for long. There's two wolves in this picture. And I feel like this is an experience, maybe even around the full moon. Now, we just had a full moon not long ago in Aries at the time of this reading, but there's also a very powerful new moon in Scorpio around the 2nd or 3rd, I believe, of November, and then another full moon mid-month. So that could be a time when something really comes to fruition here for you. Okay, so that is what I have, Libra. This is a powerful month, a transformative month when it comes to your love life, when it comes to death and rebirth, when it comes to, again, some sort of interruption. It almost feels like something's coming in and you don't see it at all. And then when you see it, it's like you barely get time to gasp before it crashes, like that comet. But I feel like this is something good. This is something that shakes you up in a way that missing part of you, that missing piece that just felt like, I want that missing piece, right? I don't know what it is, but I want it. That's what holds this energy. There's something about the missing piece with what comes crashing in for you, but I feel like it's for the better. Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in. If this resonates, hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe. Do drop your crystals in the comment section below to be entered into that giveaway. And thank you again, Libra, for tuning in. Lots of love.